This is part 3, and I hope is the final part of the spiritual autobiography of Ben Fliehmann. So, after all of those chapters, finally, God has brought me somewhere that I can stay put for a while, a long time, I hope. I believe God has put it on my heart to be in this place for a long, long time. And I think that based on my convictions, I think God has given me about Hebrews 10:25. It is to some extent because of how graciously they've allowed me so much participation. There is a definite translation difficulty, personally, when you can't say to someone, I have spent 34, almost 35 years of a Christian life in this church, in this denomination. There is a perception that the only way you could have been 100 places, 200 places in 34 years, is if you are some kind of person who doesn't put down roots on purpose, some kind of rebel, some kind of person that doesn't like God, some kind of person that doesn't like God's people. Except that I know that I have been moved, to the extent that I can know, I've been moved when God told me to move, and I've moved to places God told me to move. If anything, in addition to all the skills that I learned as a musician, it brought me into contact with so many churches as a performer that I almost think of the church in more mosaic terms than I do in individual flavors of church. That is, having learned to interact in so many places, well, after the empty tomb led to all of that time equipping and doing seminars and trainings, it just seemed very natural and normal to me to go from church that's like this to churches like this, and enjoy the differences, knowing that I don't have to be exactly like them, because they're expecting that, well, if this is a knowledge set we don't have, well, clearly someone who's not like us has it. And they were always very gracious to my differences, the ways that my behavior doesn't show a certain denominational flavor, doesn't seem precisely Pentecostal, doesn't seem to be precisely Brethren or precisely Baptist, although I've had large amounts of exposure and spent lots of time with people of those flavors of Christianity. I am blessed to be somewhere where I have 3 areas of involvement that truly assuage the part of my conscience that says, am I really obeying Hebrews 10:25? I am singing and encouraging the body about 3 times a week at 3 different meetings. I'm part of a group of people, not exactly a rotation, but a group of people that have access to 10-minute chunks of time at 2 different meetings, and I think I end up speaking about once per month. I'm one of the drivers for a transportation ministry that brings people to 3 different meetings from various facilities, and I won't tell you what kind of facilities. If you look at the content at my channel and the days where it has appeared to increase, it definitely correlates with the shelter in place. I experiencing so much joy and so much fulfillment in being able to sing a lot and preach a little, and the fellowship that I got from the transportation ministry, it is clear that my desire to do some of those things has been driven onto YouTube. I thank you for listening. If there are areas where I have left out interesting things, feel free to ask in the comments, and I will do what I can. As I said, I want to make it my story and not about the people that were peripheral to it. They have their own things to say, and I don't feel like it's my right to put their names in my story without their permission. I believe that this is a difficult time for America, for the church. I believe that God has given me encouragement about good things that are coming. Believe that there is blessing coming. Believe that you will see your brothers and sisters face to face. Believe that God is in control and the government is not. Believe that your life has purpose. Believe that God is going to use you to encourage and edify the church. In Jesus' name.